Welcome to a new BS High School report at Planet Sub. Tonight I will be joined by Jack Paradis, not Jack Paradis, Paradise, or pair of whatever. Paradis from Elkhorn South and an uncommitted senior from the class of 2020. Enjoy. Alright. Yeah. Welcome into a brand new BS High School report at Planet Sub. Today I have on with me football star from Elkhorn South, Jack Paradis. Jack, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem. Now, I just had to ask how to pronounce your last name because on the news on Friday after you scored your touchdown, it was Jack Paradis, and
Right.
on another it was Paradise. I haven't heard it pronounced Paradis, so.
Yeah, it's rare. I've heard a lot of different variations of it, so.
Have you? What's the best? I guess what's the best mispronunciation you've had from a teacher when they're doing the role?
I've heard some pretty bad ones. One of my teachers called me Paradis one time. It was the French teacher.
Oh,
actually. So I thought she would have gotten it right, but.
Correct.
Yeah, I heard an announcer one time call me Jake Paradis.
Paradis?
Yeah, they call me Jake instead of Jack, so I
Like
I
a
thought,
paradise.
Yep, I thought that one was pretty good too.
So I saw that you got an offer from Drake.
Yep.
What other schools are you looking at right now?
I'm looking at Drake, Northwest Missouri State, Nebraska Kearney, Augustana up in Sioux Falls, and then I'm talking to Nebraska a little bit too.
Okay, so everything kind of in a 3-hour radius.
Yeah, definitely. 3-hour radius is kind of my limit.
Is location important for you? What's the most important thing?
Yeah,
for you?
location's definitely up there with my most important things. I want to go somewhere that I can play and somewhere that I can win. That's a big thing too. Going somewhere where my family can watch me play is also played in the part of kind of narrowing it down to these top level schools. That was a big one, and somewhere that I can get an education that'll take me 40 years down the road, not just a 4-year decision.
Well, that's a wise thing to think of.
Definitely.
So how long have you been playing football? Always lived in Omaha, or?
Yeah, so I was born and
Or I guess
raised here.
Elkhorn, sorry.
Yeah, born and raised here, born in Omaha. Moved out to Elkhorn in 3rd grade. Went to Fire Ridge Elementary out there. Played football, started playing tackle in 4th grade. Loved it. Come from a football family. Dad played football back in high school. So did a couple of my uncles. They all loved it. Huge football fan, so that definitely had an impact on me. And when I was a kid, just hanging out with my family, it was all a bunch of crazy football fans, and I grew to love it just like they did, and I started playing and never looked back.
Toughest injury you've played through?
There was one time, I didn't play through it. I wish I could have, but I bit straight through my lip.
I can see a little bit of
yep.
Okay.
You can see when I smile, I've got this nasty scar. So I had to get that stitched up, and I was back. But yeah, I was one that I wish I could have played through.
Do you have any teammates, or are you one of the helmet hitters into your forehead?
I have a few teammates that I have to keep under control sometimes. Caden Ballard is one of them. I think that if it wasn't for helmets, he'd probably have a couple of scars up there. He's a wild man.
What is the most fun you've had in a game? Because I know, football, it's not the most. It's not always the most fun.
Yeah, I don't know where to start, to be honest. I just, thinking about being out there with the boys on Friday nights is what gets me through the week. So, this season so far, I wouldn't say it's any one game in particular, but running out onto the field with the guys at the start of every game with the flag, that feeling, you just can't find it anywhere else. And that's probably been the favorite part of this season so far, is just seniors, everybody else running out on the field all together. That's been amazing.
Is there there's Oklahoma drill, there's, a lot of drills that are out there that are classics to football. Is there one that your teammates don't like that you secretly kind of like, or is there one that your teammates like and you secretly kind of hate?
There's one we do. It's Wednesday. It's controlled, so we can't really do like Oklahoma drill anymore. That stuff.
Oh,
You have to kind of control. I loved Oklahoma drill. I used to do that back in 4th grade. It was my absolute favorite. Now it's a little bit more controlled, so we just kind of do like these blocking drills where it's as close to like the Oklahoma contact that we can get without breaking any rules. So that's definitely my favorite. We just kind of line up against each other and just go at it, so you can push you back. And we start off our Wednesday practices with that sometimes before we go to our team defense period, and that gets the electricity going amongst my teammates. We're all fired up, so that's probably my favorite drill that we do.
With with going out and getting recruited and do you go to a lot of camps or?
Yeah, I went to a couple of camps this summer. That's how I got most of the offers, is from camps. I went down to Northwest Missouri State for our team football camp, which was great because I felt like it was a good opportunity for me to showcase my skills with my teammates rather than just running a 40.
Right.
So I think that definitely beneficial for me when it came to those guys.
I would say probably the easiest thing to get recruited for any sport or position is a pitcher. For baseball, if you just go down to a college and they're like, well, we need you to throw. Well, give me a baseball and they'll throw.
Yep.
But when you go on a recruiting visit to a Drake or anywhere else, what is your visit like as a football player?
Right now, I'm just taking my game day visits. So I've been to Northwest Missouri State, Augustana, and Kearney all for a game. I'm hoping to make it out to Drake later this season too. But it's been cool because I've been to the junior days places, and it's cool to meet all the coaches and all the staff and kind of get a feel for those guys and how they roll. But the game day visits are good just to kind of feel the environment and the town. It's been really cool to see how the players interact with each other and how they interact with the coaches. That's definitely been a beneficial part of the whole recruiting process and trying to get a feel for where I need to end up. And with the game day visits, I love going on the game day visits. I mean, it's free football.
Right.
So that's been a lot of fun. It's just to watch that all go down.
Have you ever been told you kind of look like Rob Gronkowski?
Yes.
You do?
I have.
You have gotten that?
I've gotten Gronkowski. I used to get that one a lot, and then I got Urlacher.
Oh, okay.
I used to have pretty short hair over the summer.
Oh, well, now he's got the long hair, so
Right.
if you dyed it, you might be able to pull that off
Yeah.
too. A couple more questions. So what are you looking to major in? Anything interest you right now?
Yeah, I'm looking something with the health sciences. I don't know about med school yet, but I definitely want to go to some sort of grad school health field. I don't know. I'm looking at physical therapy, chiropractic, also like being a team surgeon for somewhere. That's kind of a job that really caught my eye, is being like a team surgeon for some college team where I can still help people with all the health stuff and I can still stay around football.
So you kind of a science into science big time?
Definitely
What
big science.
favorite science subject?
It's tough. Sophomore year, I took anatomy and physiology. That was probably been my favorite class throughout high school so far. And this year, I'm taking some physics and chemistry courses that are pretty tough, but they're tough, but I like them, so that makes it a little bit easier for me as I'm more willing to go study, and that helps a lot. So I definitely like the science classes a lot.
What is your favorite subject right now that you're taking?
Probably my AP chemistry class.
AP Chem?
Yep.
I've never heard anybody say that, so that means you truly are into
I don't
science.
know. It's really hard, but my teacher's awesome, and I don't know. He gets me interested in it. It's cool stuff. It's tough, but it's worth it.
Gotcha. When do you, last question, when are you planning to make a decision? Do you have a time frame on that at all?
I'd like to know within the next couple months. I'm definitely going to take my official visits to all my top schools. I think that'll probably be the determining factor for me. Is once I take my officials, I think that's when I want to know, and that'll be probably December. So by Christmas, hopefully, we'll know.
Song that you get pumped up to for a game?
Joker and the Thief by Wolf Mother.
Okay.
Every time. That was my walkout song for wrestling the last couple of years, and
Gotcha.
definitely gets me juiced.
All right. Awesome. Well, Jack, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
Thanks
of
for
course.
joining me, and good luck the rest of the season,
Yeah.
and good luck on your choice.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Yep, no problem.